It's a snow day today, so let's do some trig subs. We know this one is going to be a trig sub because we have a constant minus x squared underneath our square root. So we can start by drawing a triangle, and we can use Pythagoras to figure out what the other sides of our triangle should be. Since we have that form constant minus x squared, that means that we can use sine and cos to set things up. The cos will give us an equation for the square root part, and the sine will let us know what x should be. Then we can take the derivative of x with respect to theta and rearrange for dx, and now we have everything to set up our trig sub. So we can go back to our original integral, and we'll replace that square root with 3 cos theta and dx with 3 cos theta d theta. Now when we put this together, we're going to have the integral of something that has cos squared in it, so we're going to have to use a trig identity to sort this out. Sometimes people call this the power reducing trig identity because it takes that squared and turns it into a 2 theta. So we can take that and sub that back into our integral, and once we do that, we'll have something that's a little bit easier to integrate. Now we've just got a constant term and a cos term, so we can integrate both of those. Now, we don't know what we can do to sub out our sine 2 theta, so what we have to do first is get an equation that just has theta in it. Once we have that, then we'll be able to go back to that original setup that we had and use that to get everything back in terms of x. So we can use a trig identity here to reduce that to sine theta cos theta, and now we can replace everything with x. So we just go back to our original equations and sub everything back in, and now that we've done that, we can clean this up a little bit, simplify a few things, and we'll get our final answer.